Hi, Tsmmaa here. Welcome back to another one of my TFT Set 6 videos on how to get the augment you want every time. So, sorry for the lack of my videos recently, but I'm trying to get back into the groove. So, if you're still looking for more tips and tricks on how to climb the Set 6 ladder, hit the subscribe button and let's get right into the information. So, it might look like that I'm trying to clickbait you, but this is probably the most effective way to get the augments you want. But before that, let me explain what is the mechanic of set 6. So each set has a unique mechanic, but this set in the gadgets and gizmos set 6, we have augmentations. So augments come in three different rarities: silver, gold, and prismatic, and they appear on stages 1-4, 3-3, and 4-6. Remember these stages very well because I'll be touching on them later. But you have a choice at these stages to choose one of the three augments presented of the same rarity. And what I'm about to teach you is that you're going to be able to control what type of augments you want in the future. So a lot of people don't know about this chart, but this is a resource that was open to everyone, and this basically explains the possibilities of what type of augments you'll get throughout the game. So you start at the top at start, and you have a 62% chance of getting an S, silver, 32 of a G, gold, 6% of a P, prismatic, and from there you can see it branches down to all different types of possibilities. So you can have anything from silver, gold, to silver prismatic, to PPP, which is probably the most fun but competitively unviable choice. Anything is possible with these augments, but if you're interested, take a pause. I know my camera's covering little possibilities. I'll move down. There you go. The bottom one covering the goldfish is a P. It's fine. Moving on, there's four different types of augments that I'll describe to you. So the first type is economy augments. This type of augment will give you a guideline on how to make more money, like hyperroll. You have to be less than 10 gold, or just straight up just give you 10 gold that round. Rich get richer. So economy augments are the first type. Offensive augments are types that increase your attack damage and ability power. Stand United, Knife's Edge, all offensive augments. If you have a really strong attack damage team. Defensive augments, if you need more stall, like Runic Shield, First Aid Kit, which improves your healing and your shielding percent. And also utility augments. So utility augments is probably like my miscellaneous, where everything else gets put in. So like the Orin augments and Tome of Traits, which can all improve your board later in the future, but they're more for improving small aspects of your board at a time. So these are the four different types of augments. If you're more interested in learning about how I organize it, I can have a tier list made for it later, but that's only if there's more interest. So now for my little hidden tips and trips, what they don't tell you, the hidden mechanic of set 6, and how to break the system and get the augment of your choice. So augments are actually based on the boards previous to the round you get it. So for example, on 3-3, you get a choice of 3 augments. But these 3 augments are actually based on your traits you had on the board previously. So if that didn't quite make sense, let's look at the next page. So say this is your 4-6 board, 4-5 board, right? And the next round is 4-6, which is the augment round. Your augments will be 3 choices of the traits you have currently, plus some miscellaneous ones, like the utility ones. For example, it could be Chemtech Heart, Bruiser Heart, Enforcer Heart, Twin Shot, or it could be like Rich Get Richer, Stand United, which aren't always trait related, but will help your board. You'll see this after knowing this fact, you'll see this happen a lot in your games. And what happened early on in a lot of the set games was a lot of challenger players were often leveling to level 8s at 4-5 and changing their board completely so they can get a good 4-6 augments. Although I don't completely agree with this style of gameplay, a lot of players do this just to get the extra augments represented on their current board versus on their board that they didn't transition. This actually works also with the tome of traits. So tome of traits after 5 units is also just pulls from the traits of your board previously. So if you decide to change your entire board and open the tome of traits, it won't adapt to the current traits, and rather it'll take from the board before. Additional note is if you pick tome of traits at 1-4 as your augments, it will have 4 random traits inside that tome because it's only truly activated after 5 units are on the board, and then it pulls from those traits. So make sure you have your board ready before flipping your full-on gold augments. That being said, the 1-4 augment drop is completely random. So I did a lot of testing and trialing out, but there's no way you can control your first augments. I try to put in like 2 Caitlyn's and 1 Darius. I never got snipers. I never got vanguards. It's because later on, Riot Mortdog confirmed that the 1-4 augment is completely random. So don't bother trying this trick on the 1-4. It only works on 3-3 and 4-6. And that is the end of my presentation on how to get the augment you want every time. Thank you for watching. And if you're interested in more tips and tricks on set 6, subscribe and like, follow. Do that shit. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Boom.